YouTube AdSense is the only way to make money on YouTube.
You were talking about YouTube as a business.
Right.
How to look at YouTube as a business. So, what will work for someone who wants to start on YouTube?
They have to understand the psychology behind the platform. There is Instagram and there is YouTube. So that subscriber to channel ratio you have to see. If that is good, then that topic is going to be easy for you. This is a good thumb rule.
I was reading an analysis that all the AI companies, they do not even have that much profit to justify the valuation.
Absolutely.
Means उनका जितना valuation है, उनका profit ही नहीं, उतना profit ही नहीं बना रहे ये लोग.
You have to let go of that dream. AI pe dala, give me a script on this, and AI gives you the full script. Sorry, doesn't work like that. On Instagram, you don't go there to find information. You go there to cure your boredom.
How important is the niche? How important is the selection of the niche?
So niche is like God.
Okay.
That's the foundation. That's the fundamental. And even at this level, I have to say, it's not easy to find good niches. Even when we got the traffic, got users, got the sales, the commission was only 3%. I only have foreign clients. Like we say, no Indians. And that is why it's important to know your audience. You have to understand, less attention span wale log do not buy.
तो बिगिनर के लिए क्या सोल्यूशन है कि वो हाउ टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी, उसको क्वालिटी कैसे मेंटेन करना है ताकि उसको व्यूअर्स मिले, क्योंकि मैंने जब भी आपको पूछा है आपने बोला कि इट इज सीक्रेट.
Yeah.
Namaskar, this is the very first video of my podcast Bluntly with Anurag, and today I have someone who is a YouTuber himself and who has grown multiple channels, but you don't know his face because he runs faceless channels. And we are going to unfold in this video that how you treat YouTube as a business. YouTube में बिजनेस कैसे करे, YouTube को जस्ट व्यूज के लिए नहीं, YouTube से सिर्फ व्यूज से पैसा कमाने के लिए नहीं, YouTube से सच में मोनेटाइजेशन का क्या क्या तरीका हो सकता है वो आज हम इस पॉडकास्ट में कवर करेंगे. तो आज का हमारा जो गेस्ट है, सो ये 3 YouTube चैनल्स रन करते हैं और सारे YouTube चैनल्स फेसलेस है, and he has monetized the YouTube channels with a very wonderful strategy which we are going to unfold in the video. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. तो मेरे सामने है आज आदर्श पिल्लाई. तो आदर्श, how are you? कैसे हो?
Thank you, Anurag, for the warm welcome and great to be here. And the way you introduced me, like YouTuber, that is not how I started. I'll be honest. Only if we had so much clarity from the beginning. I'm doing very good and excited to be a part of this.
आज हम बात करेंगे YouTube के बारे में कि आपका YouTube का जर्नी कैसे शुरू हुआ, और आपसे सीखेंगे कि अगर कोई YouTube चैनल शुरू करना चाहता है तो कैसे शुरू करे, या फिर YouTube को किस नजरिए से देखें हम लोग. सो आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू and which we will decode as the conversation goes. So let's start with कि आपका YouTube कब शुरू हुआ, आपने कब शुरू किया YouTube, क्यों शुरू किया, वो मुझे जानना.
Definitely. So there is an interesting backstory to this actually. Coming to your first question, कब शुरू किया? 2022. That was the starting point. But my journey did not start in 2022. It started much earlier, which is 2020 approx. The fundamental psychology which every person wanting to start YouTube should have is they have to understand the psychology behind the platform. There is Instagram and there is YouTube. YouTube पे long form content चलता है. So the viewers, no matter what niche or industry, viewers much more engaged. They are looking for information.
They spend more time on YouTube.
Absolutely. On Instagram, you don't go there to find information. You go there to cure your boredom, right? You're getting bored and you scroll. So that's a completely different mindset. So whatever problems we are getting, ki less attention span and all that, you have to understand, less attention span wale log do not buy.
Right, very true.
They are young people spending time.
Maybe they are not being that much interested in. They just want
Exactly.
to what you say. Just want to get away with their boredom.
Absolutely. So that fundamental difference is something I understood early on. And I started with blogging actually, which was articles and blogs. But the psychology was same. People will consume that, purchase from my link, affiliate link is a technical term for it. And then I slowly realized articles are fine, but people want to watch videos, right? It's boring to read a long article. And that's when we started experimenting. So that's the word actually, experimentation. It started with experimentation. So we had a project, we had a complete website, and उसी का हमने YouTube channel बना दिया. Same thing. उन्हीं articles को videos में convert कर रहे थे. And my partner actually started it. I was not even paying attention. मैं बोला था भाई कर करना है तुझे कर. And then it started getting momentum. And I was like, okay, this is working, right? And then a Google algorithm update came. All the articles, blogs, jitne bhi worldwide hai, went down. AI came up, right? And by that time, we realized, okay, this is a downhill slope. So let's put full focus on YouTube because that was growing. So yeah,
How many channels do you run right now? Means how many channels you have in your portfolio?
yeah. Right now we have 3 major channels. Yeah, which is like growing and we are working upon.
So this is what you said कि आपने शुरू किया था 2022 में.
Right.
So 2022 में you got the idea कि YouTube is something that you can invest your time on.
Absolutely.
So and when did you see that some traction means कुछ result मिल रहा है कुछ कर रहे हो कि result मिलना शुरू हो रहा you're putting on videos slowly you're starting to get views.
Yeah.
ये कब हुआ कितने दिन बाद हुआ कि आपने शुरू करने के कितने दिन बाद हुआ ये चीज?
It almost took 1 year at least because 2022 में हमने शुरू किया 2023 के second half में we realized the potential. So definitely it's not a short term process.
Okay. So means how many pieces of content if I may ask you pieces of content आपने डाला YouTube में तब जाके आपको धीरे-धीरे
Yeah.
वो मिलने लगा views मिलने लगा?
Yeah. So I put a very realistic number, which is around 4 videos a month. My partner used to do the same, 3 to 4 videos a month. Every new YouTuber should do like that.
Okay. And what were the duration of your videos?
They were pretty short actually. Faceless tha, so it's like completely informational, no BS. Directly getting to the point. 4 to 5 minutes, sometimes 6 minutes, but not longer than that.
Okay. So आप बता रहे हैं कि you are running faceless YouTube channels. Yes, there is no chance that someone knows कि कोई आपको जानता है कि ये बंदा पीछे से YouTube ये चैनल चला रहा है. ऐसा नहीं
बिल्कुल
के बारे में. तो आपका क्या राय है कि कोई YouTube शुरू कर रहा है तो उनको पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग पे जाना चाहिए या फिर फेसलेस में जाना चाहिए? और एक क्वेश्चन मैं अटैच कर देता हूँ. मैंने आपका जो लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल है उसको भी देखा था ना. देन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट कि YouTube एज ए बिजनेस. How to look at YouTube as a business. So what will work for someone who wants to start on YouTube? Suppose कि मेरे को पर्सनल ब्रांडिंग करना है.
Yeah.
ये अच्छा रहेगा या फिर मेरे को फेसलेस चलाना है? Which is good, better for a YouTube if we look at YouTube as a business?
Yeah, got it. So coming to your first question, with YouTube, should we start with personal branding or treat it like a business? Like going faceless, right? So see, both are different paths completely. Okay, you cannot go down the road of personal branding and think you can make it faceless because personal brand needs your face, right? So both are different paths. And I have interestingly tried both. Personal branding is something which is good. I used to sell my services through personal branding, which is YouTube growth services. But that's like active work. Okay. And I'm not saying there is no potential. If you can grow in that path, you can charge thousands of dollars per client. Okay. So the potential is endless.
So have you interacted with means foreign clients or you had any foreign clients?
Interesting question. I only have foreign clients. Like we say no Indians. And might sound offensive, but when you work in the line of freelancing, you will get my point.
And please be bluntly because the name of the show is Bluntly with Anurag, so
Right.
be very blunt. So why only foreign clients? Why you don't focus on Indian clients?
Yeah, so the obvious reason is the currency difference, right? Getting a $2,000 client might be a big deal in the US also, but for them, the monetary value is not that much. And if I go to an Indian client and ask for 50,000 rupees, it's like, oh, what are you selling? Kidneys? So that's where the major difference comes.
इज इट लाइक मतलब जब तक जहां तक मैं समझता हूँ
Hmm.
कि ये ऐसा है क्या कि इंडियंस आर मींस दे डू नॉट वांट टू पे मींस फॉर द सर्विसेज दे गेट दे आर नॉट ऑलवेज लाइक दे वांट टू पे कि उनको ऐसा चाहिए कि कम पैसे में काम हो जाए मेरा इज देयर अ माइंडसेट लाइक दैट
Yeah, definitely. Like there is a mismatch actually. If someone is hiring me, now I am already earning X amount from my own projects. Why would I pay, like, why would I take, your project for 20,000 rupees a month? It doesn't make sense to me. It's time wastage for me. But you can't afford more than that because you are starting your new channel. So I completely get your point. I empathize with you, but we can't work together. That's where the difference comes. But the US clients, they are willing to pay that much.
One question is that right now is the age of artificial intelligence, the age of AI.
Right.
So आप बहुत कंटेंट क्रिएट करते हैं ऑन अ डेली बेसिस इट इज योर फुल टाइम जॉब
Right.
सो एआई आपको कंटेंट क्रिएशन का कौन से प्रोसेस में कौन से पार्ट में आपको ज्यादा मदद कर रहा है कौन से प्रोसेस में आपका प्रोसेस थोड़ा फास्ट हो रहा है एआई की वजह से
Yeah. The most important part where AI is helping is the voice over. So, like I told you about international clients, another fun fact is, on our YouTube channels, we also try to target US audience, not Indian audience. And that only happens when you have American voiceovers, right?
ओके
So that's where AI helps the most. But obviously, to get that level of good voiceover, you need premium tools. The free ones won't do justice.
ओके so I want to know exactly in which part of the process that is means from the ideation from the stage of ideation to video creation to uploading
Hmm.
in which stage of the content creation AI helps you the most.
Hmm. I get the answer you're looking for, but unfortunately, AI does not help us with ideation. It's a manual process because we have to cross check which topics are worth targeting. All right. And that's a different process. I won't get into that, but it's manual. Then comes the scripting part. So we have script writers for that. AI is, you have to let go of that dream. AI pe dala, give me a script on this, and AI gives you the full script. Sorry, doesn't work like that. Not at least at our level, because we are very specializing on each channel. So we are not covering everything on our channel. Each channel has a specific focus, right? Then comes the editing part. And for that also we have our video editors. It's completely human. We can't do one click video generation. Doesn't work. AI voiceover is the part where AI definitely helps. But there also we have an assistant who puts the punctuations, pauses, commas, because the voice can't be flat. It has to has expressions.
Got it.
So AI is the only helping there.
ओके मीन्स एआई का जो इतना इतना हाइप है दैट इज अ हाइप ओनली राइट इज इट
Right. Like the pro players know this.
okay means AI actually I was just reading an article yesterday there is this AI summit is going on
Right.
and I was reading an analysis that all the AI companies they do not even have that much profit to justify the
Mhm.
valuation
Absolutely.
मीन्स उनका जितना वैल्यूएशन है उनका प्रॉफिट ही नहीं उतना प्रॉफिट ही नहीं बना रहे ये लोग सो
Right.
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि एआई जो इट इज क्रिएटिंग ए बबल बबल जैसा क्रिएट हो रहा है मार्केट में
Yeah.
तो ये एक हाइप है और कुछ नहीं यूटिलिटी बस वही थोड़ा काम थोड़ा फास्ट हो रहा है सो
Yeah.
व्हाट इज योर व्यू ऑन दैट इज इट
Very interesting question. And I think I'm qualified to answer that because one of the three channels I'm running is focused on AI. It's completely about AI tools, softwares. We collab with AI founders to, review their tools and make tutorials on that channel. And what happens is AI does help you. There are like tools for everything. So there was a tool about professional headshots. So you don't have to go to a studio to get your photo shoot done. AI can help you with that. and definitely it's helpful, right? So bits and pieces of AI will be helpful. Then there are some viral kind of channels. You might have seen those cute cat videos, right? So we have made a tutorial on how to make those cat videos, and this one video got viral, around like 2 lakh views we have got on that video. It's a 1 year old video. So definitely AI helps, but it also has multiple steps. First, the character building is there, then the storyline, then the animation is coming. So it has multiple steps, right? So even if AI is helping, there has to be human intervention.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Means it is making the work faster, but not that it is just completely takes off the human thing.
Exactly.
You have to be involved in AI. That is the, I think अभी जो चल रहा है लोगों के दिमाग में कि AI सब कुछ सॉल्व कर देगा.
Yeah.
It's the next big thing. जैसे 2000s में हुआ था,
Yeah.
जब इंटरनेट बबल आया था, तब ऑल इंटरनेट रिलेटेड कंपनी जो भी थे तब they were like in very high. Okay, let's
Right.
that is a different topic. Let's get back to the topic. तो मैं अभी पूछना चाहता हूँ आपको कि
Yeah.
जैसे आपने बताया कि आपका अभी मेजर 3 चैनल्स यू आर रनिंग, तो एक यूट्यूबर के लिए निश कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है जो भी शुरू कर रहा है फॉर ए बिगिनर? हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज द निश? हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज द सिलेक्शन ऑफ द निश?
Yeah. So niche is like God.
Okay.
That's the foundation. That's the fundamental. And even at this level, I have to say it's not easy to find good niches. Because in our line of work, which you already mentioned, treating YouTube as a business, and I will come back to this later on, the first step is to find a niche जहाँ पे revenue potential है and competition कम है. And that's very hard. Like we have 3 channels. We were planning to sell one of them. So I told my partner, let's start a fourth one. And his first question was, niche kya hai? And I sent him a bunch of ideas, like random research, but none of them qualified. So even for us, it's so hard to pinpoint a particular niche which is going to do justice to us.
अच्छा, मतलब why is that? Because is it because कि बहुत सारे चैनल्स है, बहुत क्रिएटर्स है, इसलिए, या फिर what is the reason?
Yeah, it's definitely a combination of both of them. I will give you a small example. So the first project that we started, it was back in 2020. It was a blogging project. Okay, उस टाइम हमें niche का कोई आइडिया नहीं था क्या होता है niche. तो हमने प्रोडक्ट सेलेक्ट किया हेडफोन्स. हेडफोन्स तो यार सब खरीदते हैं, बिकेगा ही. Let's start with that. And it worked, but down the line we realized our mistake. Ki headphones we joined Amazon affiliate, like people have to buy from Amazon and we would get a commission. But since the competition is so high, headphone is popular, general category, so there were pretty big competitors. And even when we got the traffic, got users, got the sales, the commission was only 3%. So if you buy 100 rupees of headphone from me, I will only get 3 rupees. It's like pretty bad ROI, and that's the problem. So you need a niche with 2 factors: low competition, like jitna low ho sake, and second is the revenue potential. If you can directly collab with the brands, perfect for you. You can't in headphones we could not collab with Logitech and Sony. Why would they collab with us? We are a small website. So these 2 factors matter the most.
Okay, so niche is like God, as you have said. So niche
बिल्कुल.
selection is very important. But अभी जो YouTube शुरू करने जा रहा है उसके लिए क्या एडवाइस रहेगा from your end? Because you have a good experience of many years in YouTube.
Right.
तो how should a beginner select his niche? उसको क्या करना चाहिए niche select करने के टाइम, कि उसको प्रॉफिटेबल ढूंढना चाहिए या फिर वो खुद किसमें अच्छा है उससे रिलेटेड वीडियो बनाना चाहिए?
Yeah. So there is a good formula for this. You don't have to like stress too much because putting this big question on a beginner is not fair. So what I would say is start micro. Beginners often do this one mistake कि जब वो नया चैनल स्टार्ट करते हैं, they want to cover everything. They want to talk about everything. That's a bad practice. You focus on micro thing. So let's say you want to start a YouTube channel on music. All right. You know guitar, piano, you can sing, good. But start with just guitar tutorials. You see how the videos are getting. You will start getting followers. Then you see if those followers are enjoying your piano tutorials as well. Then you branch out to piano. So I specifically keep my channels very niche focused
Sure.
because you have to think about the audience.
So this brings me to the next question कि आप आपका जो चैनल है 3 चैनल्स है वो किस कैटेगरी निश में है?
Yeah. So one is in the AI SaaS category, which I already told you. Other two are, one is in the hygiene and cleanliness niche. So that's coming under home improvement. And the third one is also in home improvement category.
ओके मैं आस्क कि आपके कितना सब्सक्राइबर्स है सर मिला के आपके पास?
Yeah. So that's where your previous question comes, how to treat YouTube as a business. The difference I want to highlight this right now is, when you see Dhruv Rathi type of channel, where he has built a 16 million subscriber base and his
Right.
subscribers are watching his channel.
Very
Right.
engaged.
Absolutely. In our case, we are treating YouTube as a business. So the traffic, the source of the viewers of that channel is not our subscriber base. 99.9% people are people who are searching for the content and then coming to a channel. All right. So even if the channel is getting 1 lakh views per month, that's our primary channel. It only has subscriber base of around 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So that concept is like so unknown, and I'm still surprised. But maybe it's good that way. Less competition for me.
बिकॉज़ ऐसा क्यों है कि मतलब लोगों को दे डोंट वांट टू नो हू द चैनल इज़, व्हाट द चैनल इज़, चैनल कौन चला रहा है, और चैनल में क्या है, उसको वही चाहिए कि व्हाट प्रॉब्लम यू आर सॉल्विंग ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर वीडियो।
Yeah.
इज़ इट बिकॉज़ ऑफ दैट?
Yeah. It's partly because of that, and it's faceless, right? So there is no face in that. In one of the channels, we still have an avatar. Ki, हाँ भाई, this cute panda is denoting the speaker. But on the other channels, we don't have any face. There is a reason for that, because our audience is in their 40s or 50s. They don't need that avatar. तो वहाँ पे वो personal brand वाला effect नहीं आता. Second factor is, for this you have to understand SEO a little bit. So when I was talking about blogging and articles, तो वहाँ पे driving force behind that is SEO, that is search engine optimization. When people search something on Google, just imagine this: you go to Google and you search something like how to set up this mic. All right, and then you come across Instagram, just scrolling, and you come across this how to set up a studio. Who do you think I would choose to watch my content? I think the guy on Google, because you are actively searching for it. That's the power of SEO. Intent comes behind that. And on our YouTube, we have applied the same strategy actually. People who search, they have the intent, and they are the ones who are consuming the content, but they might not subscribe.
सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा ये है कि क्या पोस्ट करना चाहिए? कि करेंटली ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक पोस्ट करना चाहिए? या फिर जो एवरग्रीन टॉपिक्स है उसको लेके वीडियोस बनाने चाहिए नए यूट्यूबर्स को, या फिर जो अभी चैनल ग्रो करना चाह रहा है उसको ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक्स पोस्ट करना चाहिए या फिर एवरग्रीन टॉपिक्स पे पोस्ट करना चाहिए?
All right. So I already gave you the micro niche concept. If you are starting on YouTube, don't try to post everything, because you will see big channels posting interesting stuff, and you will be like, "Arey wah, is pe banana chahiye." Trending topics, but you won't get any views on that.
Hmm.
Okay, you have to go micro. Secondly, there is a filter to pick topics, and this is like the secret formula we follow in our team. Simple formula: you go to YouTube, you subscribe to the channels which reflect your niche. If you're into guitar tutorials, then subscribe to guitar channels, and you see which videos, like which channels, like small channels, जिनके subscribers कम हैं, hopefully 1,000 से कम, but they are getting more views, 10,000 views, 5,000 views. So that subscriber to channel ratio you have to see. If that is good, then that topic is going to be easy for you. This is a good thumb rule. And if you're seeing a channel with 2 million subscribers getting 300k views, and you think that topic is good, no, my friend, he has 2 million subscribers, you don't. So that's not a good topic.
ओके, एंड टॉपिक चूज करते समय कि हाउ डू यू, व्हिच टूल्स डू यू यूज, क्या टूल्स यूज करना चाहिए?
Yeah. So this might sound a little advanced, but there is a keyword research tool called SEMrush, or people call it SEMrush. So it's basically a tool which gives you a bunch of keywords which people are already searching in your niche. You have to put in a seed keyword, obviously, like guitar, and it will show different keywords related to that topic. And then you can pick that list of keywords and go to YouTube and search. YouTube पे जाके आप search कर सकते हो. And there are two ways from here. एक तो YouTube auto suggest आता है. Like when you type something, YouTube will suggest a bunch of things from there. तो वहां से आपको और keywords मिल जाएंगे, which people are actually searching. That's why YouTube is suggesting you. That is one way. It's a very easy way. And the second one comes back to this formula, which I told you, subscriber to view ratio. If big channels are not getting views, then how can you expect views? But if small channels are getting views, like 1K subscriber but getting 5K views, that topic is going to be easy.
ओके ओके सो अभी ऐसा है कि व्यूअर्स आर नॉट किच टू वन चैनल,
Mhm.
दे आर मोर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स कि वीडियो में कंटेंट क्या है. तो ऐसा
Yeah.
है क्या, जैसे मैंने भी ऐसा ही देखा कि पैटर्न कि अभी व्यूअर्स ज्यादा कंटेंट फोकस हो गए,
Hmm.
ताकि कि कोई पर्सनल ब्रांड जो क्रिएट कर रहा है या फिर कोई सेलिब्रिटी फोकस.
Mhm.
यूट्यूब सेलिब्रिटी तो अभी बहुत है,
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं है. तो इज इट ट्रू, इज इट लाइक
Absolutely. And that is why it's important to know your audience. So YouTube has this interesting feature when you go on the back end of the channel, you will see YouTube will show you what other channels your viewers are consuming. Okay. So if you're making tutorials and let's say dating advice or something, but your dating advice is very mature, right? You are talking about self improvement, but then you see your viewers are consuming content like ladki kaise pataye, right? And that's a mismatch because then your audience are like chapri type of people, right? So you have to then think ki, okay, this is not my target audience. How can I pivot my content strategy? So that is how you know your audience little by little.
means you have to study your audience, who is watching your video, is who you are targeting, what sort of people you want to target.
Absolutely. You have to study them, you have to study their behavior also.
Okay. And next we will go to the very big question.
All right.
YouTube में monetization कैसे?
Ah, very interesting part. And it will also answer one of the previous questions you had. There is a very big myth with YouTube monetization. Just like the subscriber myth, कि subscriber होगा तभी channel successful है. But I told you, it has nothing to do with that. If your strategy is different, like I target people who search, so my subscriber might not reflect the revenue. Coming back to this question, monetization कैसे करें? Technical terms में there's only simple two conditions you have to follow. 1,000 subscribers. Your channel should have 1,000 subscribers in the past 365 days and 4,000 watch hours.
Okay.
Okay, watch hours means how many hours your viewers are watching your videos. Simple two conditions. But the myth comes when people think, and trust me, everyone thinks this, that YouTube AdSense is the only way to make money on YouTube.
What is this AdSense?
AdSense is the ad revenue that you're getting, people watching your videos, and then you are getting paid for it, for which the two conditions I told you, 1K subscribers and 4K watch hours. वो हिट नहीं हुआ तो आपको एड रेवेन्यू भी नहीं मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा. You have to qualify for that. And people have generalized this so much that they think this is the only way to make money on YouTube. That's why the myth comes कि हाँ ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर होना चाहिए, 1 million है तभी ये 2-3 लाख कमा रहा होगा, नहीं तो it's like
अच्छा, interesting.
बेकार. But that is also a myth. And you understand that when you treat YouTube as a channel, as a business. So what happens is, when I started with my YouTube channel, our focus was not AdSense revenue. Ad revenue was like least of our concern. My focus was sales because I was collaborating with the brands, and this was US brands. Our target audience was US. हम ही बस इंडिया में बैठे हैं. Now you know why we do faceless. So the main KPI or performance indicator we were watching is the sales number. Because if I can sell one product, I will make $400-500 just as a commission.
To the video, you were attaching affiliate links or something to the video, and from that you get the sales.
Absolutely. You can add it in the description, give an incentive that for coupons or discount, click on this link. There is a way to do that.
So the means is there ऐसा कुछ है कि you work only with these products, और कोई आपको ये तो कंटिन्यूअस रिसर्च करना पड़ता होगा कि कौन सा प्रोडक्ट ज्यादा आपको पे कर रहा है, तो यू गो विद दैट काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एंड यू अटैच दोस लिंक्स. मीन्स दिस इज काइंड ऑफ दिस टर्म दैट affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
So you are making an affiliate income through YouTube videos. Is this the
Right.
strategy?
Right. And you are kind of revealing my cards here. Because what happens is when we collab with a brand, this is a very important factor we see. What is the brand presence already? How many people are actually searching about that brand already?
Okay.
Is this brand known? क्योंकि वो होगा तभी लोग सर्च करके आएंगे. I told you, search strategy, right? And we will only collab with them. It's like बहती गंगा में हाथ धोना है. If no one knows you, then why will I collab with you, right? And then I cannot do justice to you, so the collaboration will fail. So we definitely go through the reviews, like genuinely product कितना अच्छा है, and some companies also ship their products to me in India so that we can do a hands-on review. Most companies don't want to do that because it's like logistic issue for them, but a lot of brands have done, and I use them for the time being, but for I can't reuse them because again I have to bring spare parts, which is a lot in terms of costing. So but coming back to the question, we definitely review the customer sentiments, the product details, क्या कितना अच्छा है. If it's not satisfactory, we will not proceed with it.
You don't go with the product.
Definitely not.
This product research is part of your job.
Absolutely.
So your strategy I am revealing to everyone, right?
Yes, you are.
YouTube videos are just like a facade.
True.
And you are selling the products. That is where your revenue is coming from. And
True.
what is the इस आपका मेजर पोर्शन ऑफ रेवेन्यू कहाँ से आ रही है? यूट्यूब व्यूज से या फिर एफिलिएट्स जो सेल्स कर रहे हैं आप, उससे आ रहा है?
Yeah, so 90% comes from the sales. Okay. 10% comes from the YouTube revenue, AdSense revenue, I mean. And वो भी इसलिए because the target audience is US.
Oh.
The US audience का value बहुत ज़्यादा है. Okay. If I wanted same amount of revenue from Indian audience, I have to fetch in like, I don't know, 5 times more views. So it's not sustainable.
So that is how you do it.
Yeah.
सब्सक्राइबर कितना है उस पे कोई कुछ है ही नहीं.
No, in
sums up means why you are saying YouTube as a business.
Hmm.
So you are not going after कि मुझे सब्सक्राइबर्स बनाने हैं इतने सारे. But your mindset is मुझे प्रोडक्ट्स बेचने हैं.
right.
Your mindset is not that कि मुझे व्यूज लाने हैं YouTube में. मुझे यूटिलिटी देखना है कि प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड वीडियोस. हाउ डू यू लुक एट द वीडियोस? You search for the product and what is the requirement in the market. After that you make the video or otherwise कि आप वीडियो बनाते हो फिर उसके हिसाब से प्रोडक्ट डालते हो.
नहीं, we definitely reverse engineer what people are already searching. You cannot lead with the product. You can do that if you have a Dhruv Radi kind of channel with an existing big community. Then you can introduce anything unknown like an AI course. हर कोई AI course बना रहा है अभी, and still that will sell. So that definitely helps. But in our case, we have a search-based strategy. What people are already searching. So, like you said, my goal is to sell products, but you can't proceed with that mindset.
Oh.
The mindset has to be, I'm here to solve problems. So you have to see the problems that people are searching already. And when you answer those solutions to those problems, and then you position the product, okay, this product will solve your problem, people will buy, even if they have not subscribed.
Wonderful. That is like a very wonderful strategy and that will be a gold mine for our viewers.
Definitely.
So you go with the utility कि देख रहे हो आप कि लोगों को कौन सा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए उसके बेसिस पे आप लोग वैसे वीडियोस डिजाइन करते हैं, वैसे कंटेंट हम बनाते हैं ताकि so that you can get the revenue also for that product and you are able to get views also. So आपको ऐसा है कि you are एक तीर से दो निशाना करके इसका आपको व्यूअर्स भी मिल गए, यूट्यूब का भी पता है और प्रोडक्ट्स भी कैसे बेचने हैं वो भी आपको पता है.
Exactly, that's the goal.
So which brings me to the next question. YouTube में एक चीज बोला जाता है कि you have to be very consistent with your posts. So how true is that? आपको हमेशा पोस्ट्स कैसे ड्यूरेशंस में करने चाहिए? आपको कितना consistent रहना चाहिए आपको पोस्ट से लेके?
Yeah. A good general thumb rule is as long as you can keep the quality high, stick to that frequency. So told you 4 videos a month. It's decent because you can focus on scripting, editing, and work on each video instead of doing 8 videos a month where your quality will be compromised. So that is a good thumb rule for beginners.
So quality, you go with quality. Quality brings more viewers. Is it like that?
Absolutely. It will bring your target audience who are actually interested in your content.
But many of the beginner YouTubers, they do not have the setup. इक्विपमेंट भी उनके पास अच्छा नहीं होगा
Yeah.
शायद बहुत सारे यूट्यूबर्स ऐसे भी होंगे मुझे यूट्यूब में शुरू करना है लेकिन मेरे पास अच्छा कैमरा है नहीं अच्छा वो माइक्रोफोन है नहीं मेरे
Yeah.
तो बिगिनर के लिए क्या क्या सोल्यूशन है कि वो हाउ टू मेंटेन द क्वालिटी उसको क्वालिटी कैसे मेंटेन करना है ताकि उसको व्यूअर्स मिले
Okay. For a moment, I thought you were talking about me only because I was in those shoes a few years ago. And frankly, this is not an equipment problem. Okay. I still remember shooting my first video. It was a small apartment, no lights, no camera, just use my mobile phone and no speaking skills as well. So it's like a dead person is speaking. Even though I had the knowledge, but the delivery was awful. And I gave up after that until like a year later when I shifted to a better apartment. And still, I was figuring out how to make a better setup. I did not have a studio. So you just need a few things for that. You need a light, a ring light, maybe, a stand. These things cost 500 to 800 around that. You don't need a camera, you need a mobile phone. Everyone has a mobile phone, and that's good enough to start with. You can invest in a mic that also costs like what 500, 600. Even if you go for a wireless, good quality comes at 800. That is good enough. Like 3,000, we invested 3,000, 4,000, not more than that. And if you have a partner, you can split the expense, which is what I do always.
But you are saying it is good enough. But according to my experience, मैंने भी देखा है
Yeah.
500 वाला mic यार is not good enough.
Yeah, you won't get the wireless one, you will get the wired one. Wireless चाहिए तो थोड़ा और जाना पड़ेगा, but Boya is a good company. I'm not associated with them, but it has worked for me.
But the thing is अभी लोग content quality पे ज़्यादा focus क्योंकि लोग content focus ज़्यादा हो गए हैं.
Right.
Not that influencer focus. People are content focus. So यहाँ पे quality का factor आ ही जाता है. So a beginner has to invest. It is just I am sharing my opinion. आपने कहा कि where I am wrong कि beginner has to invest on equipment, has to invest on a setup. To sustain the quality. Quality वैसा लाने के लिए फिर एक editing करने के लिए लोग चाहिए.
Right.
उसके लिए वहाँ पे भी खर्चा करना है. तो how will a beginner sustain his YouTube journey nowadays at this present time? ऐसा एक टाइम था कि जब ऐसा था कि YouTube में कुछ भी वीडियो चल जाता लेकिन अभी क्वालिटी कंटेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो चुका है मेरे हिसाब से आपका क्या
Absolutely. So the point of quality content starts with your scripting. So if your scripting and video content is bad, then no amount of setup is going to cover for that. So if you fix that one, 50% problem solved. Coming to the rest 50%, your presentation, right? You talked about the setup first. So it's good to align your setup with whatever quality, whatever niche you are in, and that will ensure the quality. So if you are, let's say, talking about good guitar tutorials, you don't need the fancy setup like the pro creators do. All you need is maybe a simple background, maybe a guitar standing there, you're sitting on a sofa, camera focus on the guitar fret, and you're playing. Okay. Like personally, I started making content in the freelancing niche, right? Like I don't only do faceless, I also started with face channel.
Yes.
I told you about. And the background was simple. 2 monitors on this side, a little blue light on that side. I'm sitting on a computer chair. So that tech feeling is coming, right? He's a freelancer. And it's not very hard to do if you're beginning. Coming to the editing, that's definitely a challenge. If you don't have money to invest, you have to sit and do the editing, and it takes a lot of time. And when I tried it, it was a nightmare for me. But you can, that's why I told you 1 video per week. You can split the time and spend enough time on editing each video, that is a good way. Or if you want to hire, then just contact me.
सो बिगिनर को क्या करना चाहिए, आउटसोर्स करना चाहिए एडिटर, या फिर खुद टाइम इन्वेस्ट करके एडिटिंग सीखना चाहिए? What should we do?
I think shuru mein you can try editing the videos by yourself. It will give you a basic idea of how to use the software. So Wondershare, Filmora, it's the most common software. If nowadays people go like Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, and there are other softwares also. I'm not talking about the mobile editing apps.
Okay.
That's not fair to go there. At least not for professional content creation.
Okay.
But beginners should definitely start with their own, and then they can try to outsource probably a cheap editor. They can try that.
Okay, मतलब शुरुआत में they should try, but it is time consuming also. It will of course demand some time.
Absolutely.
आपको कंटेंट शुरुआत में कैसे कंटेंट पे फोकस करना चाहिए? शॉर्ट कंटेंट जैसे रील्स हो गए, या फिर लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट जैसे यूट्यूब वीडियोस हो गए.
Yeah,
तो बिगिनर शुड, जैसे रील्स, इट इज इजी टू गेट व्यूज ऑन रील्स.
true.
लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट में व्यूज पाना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. तो बिगिनर को क्या करना चाहिए कि शॉर्ट फॉर्म में ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए, या
Yeah.
फिर यूट्यूब में, या फिर ए कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ बोथ द काइंड ऑफ कंटेंट्स?
Yeah. So the answer to this question is there is no one size fit to all. It will depend on your niche completely. So thing you said, reels will get more views, right? And I can prove you wrong if I show you my YouTube channel, the business based one. So what happens is, like I told you, I'm in the home improvement niche, and we have experimented this. Reels don't get more views for us, and even if they do, the intention is less, so people are not converting so much. But then I was looking at this other channel which is in the men's improvement niche. So he's talking about dating, men's improvement, mindset, mental health, and in that niche reels make a lot more sense, right? He's also making long form videos, but he's also making short form and uploading it on YouTube and Instagram. So it definitely depends on your audience. Where are they hanging out? What are their behavior patterns? So it goes a little deeper.
तो मैं, जैसे आपने बताया कि आपका 3 यूट्यूब चैनल्स हैं, मैं जानना चाहूँगा वो कौन से चैनल्स हैं? क्योंकि मैंने जब भी आपको पूछा है, आपने बोला कि इट इज़ सीक्रेट.
Yeah.
कि ऐसा क्या है कि सीक्रेट क्यों है कि आप यू जस्ट जनरली डोंट रिवील द नेम्स ऑफ द चैनल्स?
Yeah.
व्हाई इज़ दैट?
Yeah. So this is not just my secret, it's a secret of every um, guy who is into affiliate marketing. The niche selection I told you, it's like so hard these days finding that perfect combination of low competition, high revenue. So it automatically becomes confidential. People will not tell you their niche. Like I was in this course where I was learning about affiliate marketing, and everyone has started their project, but they would not reveal what their project is.
Because you don't want to tell others where you are making money from.
Exactly. Because it's so hard to find the right niche.
ओके, देन ऐसा होगा कि लोग आपका जो, आप जहाँ से पैसे बना रहे हैं सब लोग वहीं पे जाएंगे.
Definitely.
Is it how you think?
Yeah, that actually happens. And it's not easy. Like you can't just wake up tomorrow and try to replicate my channel. Won't work like that. And even if you do, you won't get that expert, opinion and subject matter expertise in such a short period of time. So it's like unrealistic to think that you will replicate that. But definitely it's still confidential.
तो आपके हिसाब से क्या करना चाहिए कि you should, what is your plan? कि you will always stay faceless on YouTube, or you have any other plans of uh, creating a channel that where you show yourself?
Yeah. So I'm like more of a crazy guy who does everything. And if you ask me not to do something, I will definitely do that. So staying faceless is not just my plan. It's something which has worked out for me. So we are double downing on that road. But it's also a goal to start a face channel. You might have seen Sam Sulik. So he's this guy, he's a like gym beef, and he sits in the car, just turns on the video and just makes storytelling videos, long form, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I was thinking something along those lines, raw, pure storytelling, sharing your thoughts. And again, it's not a business prospect, it's more of a passion project.
Okay, well, this is in your pipeline. It's you are about to do that.
Definitely.
Then what will be your strategy to do? We build the channel. Initially, you have suppose 0 subscribers. What
Yeah.
will be your strategy? What you will do on the first day?
Mhm.
पहले दिन आप क्या करोगे? कि
Yeah. So I will stick to the basics, obviously. So that formula I told you, topics where small channels are getting more views, that is my go-to strategy. Okay, because I am not going to like see what is trending and go behind that. Right? I need views to get the momentum, no matter what I'm creating. So that is definitely my go-to strategy, at least for now, day one.
So, अपलोड एक यूट्यूबर का अपलोड स्ट्रेटेजी क्या होना चाहिए? जैसे आपने बताया कि 4 times a month. So initially to begin with 4 बार महीने में, लेकिन is it like कि ज़्यादा कंटेंट डालूँगा तो ज़्यादा व्यूज आएंगे? तो where is the means what should be the strategy, upload strategy?
Yeah. So more content will mean more views. That is mathematically true. It happens. But don't do it up to the point where you exhaust yourself. Right. And this is something we did on our AI channel. So we knew posting more videos which will fetch us more views. So we moved from 4 videos to 7 to 8 videos a month. Okay. And that maxed out our production capacity. But that will not ensure the ROI. Okay. More videos will not give you more money. Again, that depends on your business model. But what we saw is that sticking to quality is good. More videos, if you can manage, and if it's going in the right direction, then that is good. What we noticed is 7 to 8 videos डालने के बाद भी it's not like making a huge difference. It's a dent on our expenses. So we changed the strategy.
तो आपको वीडियो बनाने में भी उसमें भी खर्चा है.
Definitely, it's very expensive.
So how do you measure कि एक वीडियो आपको कितना बना के देगा? Do you have something like that कि इस वीडियो में मुझे इतना कमाना है? ऐसा कुछ लेके चलते हैं आप?
नहीं, per video तो हम नहीं करते हैं ऐसा. Like in the beginning, I was that guy who will take out the phone, check the analytics every hour, right? What is moving, what is not moving. But that is very short-sighted. But every video पे अगर आप estimate लगाने बैठ जाओगे, you won't get too far because it doesn't work like that.
Okay. अभी आपने बताया कि SEO, सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, तो हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन नाउअडेज? अभी एक नया टर्म भी मार्केट में आया है, GEO.
Right.
सो व्हाट इज दैट एंड अभी ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है और ये क्या है, चीज क्या है, GEO है क्या?
Yeah. So these terminologies are coming more from a blogging aspect. You know, when you're trying to rank your website on Google, all right. And SEO actually originates from that. Now you can use SEO on YouTube, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, but it's not valid everywhere. I mean, obviously, you have to stick to the right keywords, right? You have to target your audience. But you have to understand one thing, that is search engine. Google is number one search engine. YouTube is number two search engine on the planet right now. That's where SEO comes in. And GEO is, I won't get deep into it because it's again blogging sector and I'm very much detached from blogging. But SEO is something we are definitely into because it's your choice if you want to treat YouTube as a social media or search engine. We treat it as a search engine. We want people who are searching. So definitely SEO comes there in our strategy.
Okay, so what is do you have means आपको पता है कि GEO where it becomes useful for it other than his blogging aspect?
Yeah.
Where it becomes more useful. जैसे मेरा जैसे बुक रिवोल्यूशन भारत,
Okay.
आपको पता होगा, तो जैसे मैंने बोलना चालू किया उस बुक के बारे में सोशल मीडिया पे लिखा,
Yeah.
then when I searched my name in मेरा नाम जब मैंने गूगल में सर्च किया तो
Yeah.
AI मोड में जब जाते हैं हम लोग,
Yeah.
वहां पे मेरा नाम नहीं आया कि he is a author of revolution भारत, this he is, this guy is doing this thing.
Yeah.
तो ऐसे लिस्ट हुआ. So from there I understood कि the use of GEO. How far is GEO going? Is it tracking the social media sites also? कि मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ सोशल मीडिया में वो भी
Yeah.
कर लेते हैं।
Definitely, but it also depends on the credibility of the source. So, if you're publishing your book on Amazon, firstly, you're expected to have a well written description and author profile. It's also expected that you have your own website.
So Geo is crawling those sites also. So they are getting information from there also.
Definitely. And if you're using your name, definitely it will take that name from the website and show it in the search results. If you want to go one step ahead, what you can do is get PR, right? If your book is published on other websites, right? And you might have to pay for that because these days it's paid PR. But let's say your book is mentioned in Times of India or other, creators or influencers website, that will also fetch your name on the search results.
जैसे अपलोड करते हैं हम यूट्यूब ऐसा कोई जैसे सब लोग बोलते हैं कि जब ज्यादा ज्यादा व्यूअर्स ज्यादा लोग सोशल मीडिया यूज कर रहे हो तब अपलोड करना चाहिए जैसे
Yeah.
शाम के टाइम पे या फिर रात के टाइम पे तब
Yeah.
ज्यादा एक्टिव रहते हैं व्यूअर्स सो इसमें कोई फर्क पड़ता है कि उस टाइम पे अपलोड करो या फिर कभी भी कर सकते हैं
Yeah, so on YouTube, definitely फर्क पड़ता है. It depends on your target audience. Like I am targeting US audience. So my timeline is more like post 5 p.m. in Indian Standard Time. And now you can convert that into Pacific Standard Time. And you can actually find this out on your YouTube backend. Okay. If you go to the dashboard, you will see this timeline graph, which will pinpoint when your audience are more active. When are they consuming the videos? So there's this pink color, indicator which shows, dark pink means more active, light pink means less active. That's a good guidance for finding out the time.
is when people are active you should upload on those times
Exactly, a couple of hours before that.
ओके इसे यूट्यूब एल्गोरिदम में वो कुछ हेल्प करता है या फिर वीडियो को थोड़ा पुश करता है ज्यादा ऐसा कुछ है
Definitely, it will show up in the feed of the audience if they are active.
सो आदर्श अभी हम इस चीज करते हैं कि यूट्यूब का बहुत सारा मिथ है
Yeah.
बहुत सारे लोगों का प्री कॉन्सेप्शन है कि यूट्यूब ये है यूट्यूब ये नहीं है जैसे
Right.
ये सब ऐसे बहुत सारे वीडियोस भी आते हैं जैसे यूट्यूब में तो ज्यादा व्यूअर्स नहीं है जिनका एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है लेकिन वो लोग वीडियोस बना रहे हैं यूट्यूब में
Hmm.
जैसे जस्ट टू अट्रैक्ट द ऑडियंस बट दे आर
Right.
टेलिंग लाइज
Right.
सो इट वुड बी गुड इफ यू बस्ट सम मिथ्स ऑफ यूट्यूब ऐसे क्या मिथ्स है यूट्यूब
Absolutely. So one point I would like to add is audience is getting smarter. So even if someone is selling lies, ज़्यादा दिन चलने नहीं वाला वो, ठीक है? But coming to the main question, the one of the biggest myths I see on YouTube is underestimating or overestimating how much a channel is actually making in terms of revenue. All right. So I have a video editor. Okay. And he has this channel about editing. So he makes editing tutorials. And I saw that he's like crossing 25k, 30k subscribers. And I was like, अरे बाप रे, ये कैसे कर दिया?
तो सब्सक्राइबर से कोई पैसा आता है यूट्यूब पे इज आउट फॉर सब्सक्राइब
No. Subscribers don't fetch you money. Views do.
ओके सो
Yeah.
सब्सक्राइबर्स हैज नथिंग टू डू विद मोनेटाइजेशन इज इट
No, you just have to hit 1k subscribers to get eligible for monetization. Nothing beyond that.
और द एलिजिबिलिटी other than
Yeah.
that there is nothing
No.
Okay.
So what happened with this guy is he had like 25k. Right now he has like 35k probably. And he's making editing tutorials, right? And I was like, "Arey bhai sahab, ye kaise kar liya? How much is he earning?" And we are like friends, right? So he asked me, "Please, send me your payment page because I need to accept payments." I said, sure, take it." So I got a peek of the back end कि पीछे क्या चल रहा है.
Sure.
And what happened is his audience, his target audience is Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, general audience, right? And he's selling a workshop, which was 500 rupees for 7 days workshop. And it's a good idea, but then I counted the money. So the money is around 50k a month, right? It is good money. Okay. But you might underestimate or overestimate that. You might say 30k subscribers and you think, okay, he might be making 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs a month.
तो ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं सब्सक्राइबर से पैसे का कुछ
Definitely not. On the other hand, I have a channel which is around 5k subscribers, 4 to 5k subscribers, and it's making 6 times more than that because the strategy is different, the target audience is different. So yeah, it's like surface level पे जो दिखता है वो सच नहीं होता, and this is not just true to YouTube, it's also true to LinkedIn and other platforms as well.
मतलब सब्सक्राइबर ऐसा लोग बहुत लोग सोचते हैं कि ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर होगा तो उसका ज्यादा वो पैसा बनाएगा, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं, लेकिन व्यूज
It's not an indicator, definitely not. And even if you go to Instagram, you will see, like, I have a friend, and we are like professional friends, we are connected on LinkedIn, and I was shocked to see she's also on Instagram and getting like 200k 300k views on her reels. एंड आई गॉट एनवियस, मैंने अपने पार्टनर को बोला, भाई बोला था तुझे ये करना चाहिए, देखा हो रहा है। एंड ही एनालाइज्ड द बैक एंड and he saw, okay, the content is good, but she's not making much money from this. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, then no problem. So that is the loop. You see 100k subscribers, 100k followers, and you might think that, okay, they are making a lot of money. They might be. You have to see their collaborations, what deals they are doing, if they are if they are selling exclusive subscriber with Instagram पे आ गया exclusive members. So definitely they can make money from that, but not everyone is doing that. So you have to see their strategy, see their target audience. उससे decide होता है monetization, not just followers or subscribers.
बट सब्सक्राइबर्स की ऐसा ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर होगा मतलब you will get that much, then you should, if not we can expect 50% of the views. अगर 100 सब्सक्राइबर्स है तो 50 व्यूज तो उसको मिल जाएगा.
Sadly, doesn't work like that. On LinkedIn, I will tell you, because I have been specializing on LinkedIn for a while, the conversion rate is 2%. Yeah. So if I have 4,000 subscribers, I'll be probably be getting 2% of that, which is, I think, 80 likes on each post. And if you're not consistent, वो भी नहीं आता. मुझे तो 40-50 से ज़्यादा नहीं आते, because I'm not that consistent. I'm not selling services right now. So that's the ratio. Instagram पे I'm not sure about the conversion rate, but ऐसा ही है, वो 5% 10% तक ही रहता है. Which is why this follower thing is such a misleading aspect.
Very big myth कि followers ज्यादा होगा तो he is making that much money. That is not true.
Not
That's
true.
why it becomes more important what you say, YouTube as a business. YouTube को business हिसाब से ही देखना चाहिए.
Absolutely. So what happens is, when you start doing that, I might be uploading a video and getting only 1,000 views on it. It doesn't matter, because if I even get 2 sales out of that, which is easy, because अगर वो 1,000 high quality viewers हैं, intention वाले, they will purchase it because they're facing that problem na. And just 2 sales will give me like $500,000, even with just 1,000 views. So this is a different strategy.
That is it's eye-opening thing for.
Exactly.
बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि कम व्यूज है तो पैसा नहीं बना रहा हो, but there are other ways to make money.
Absolutely. And you don't even have to be a pro for that. You might be selling a service, right? Maybe you're a public speaker and you want to teach public speaking to people, and you make this video on YouTube which gets 500 views. But even if you get one client out of that who is ready to pay you, let's say $100 or whatever your rate is, that's all it's going to matter. No one cares if you got 500 views or 1,000 views.
So that is the game, right?
Yeah.
It's what you are selling from the channel that is more important. You should means वही है कि beginners के लिए ऐसा है कि you should have a product also. Not just you just don't know after कि YouTube भी फिर तुम्हें पैसा देगा.
Yeah.
अब तुम्हें और भी कोई monetization के लिए कुछ और चाहिए.
Yeah.
You want to sustain on YouTube.
Definitely.
That is the crux of what I understand from.
Definitely. If you don't have a product, then you can do affiliate, collab with other people. That's the approach I take. I solve problems, but when the product comes, I don't want to manage the logistics, making the product, selling, shipping. So I will just take another brand's item, and they already have a good reputation. So this collaboration makes sense.
So how many ways are there, or what are the most used ways? सबसे अच्छा way क्या है पैसा बनाने का? कि to monetize, not just depend on YouTube, but depend on other lines of monetization. जैसे आपका हो गया force बहुत
Yeah.
सारे लोग कोर्सेज सेल करते हैं,
Yeah.
बहुत सारे लोग एफिलिएट लिंक्स सेल करते हैं,
Yeah.
और भी क्या-क्या, और कुछ व्हाट अदर वेज आर देयर?
Okay, interesting question, and it's an umbrella actually. There are multiple ways you can monetize. Okay, and trust me, even I am like realizing there are new and new ways coming up. Affiliate is what I am primarily into. So yes, I'm going to be like, yeah, affiliate team, but that's not the only way. AdSense is another way, definitely, and not my favorite way, but it does give us money, right? Especially now that all three of my channels are monetized and getting good commission, so that does bring a smile on my face when that number comes. So I won't say it's bad; it's good. It's a good add-on. But if you're selling a service, you can give consultations, right? Like the public speaking one example I gave you. You are still solving problems. The roadmap is same. People are struggling with stage fright, eye contact nahi aata. You are teaching them how to do the eye contact thing. Out of that 1,000 people, two might be interested in seeking your personal consultation. So you're solving a problem. That is one way. Another interesting way that people are doing nowadays, and my favorite YouTuber, this guy is doing, he made a community. Okay. So he has like 2.5 lakh subscribers on his channel. His channel is about men's improvement. Okay. He's like giving dating advice, grooming advice. So his viewers are people like me, young male individuals. Now, how to monetize this? We are not here to spend money. We are here to listen to his 20-minute gyan, which is heart touching, by the way. So what he does is he opened his community. There's an app website called School. Okay, SKUOL, and he set up this grooming course inside that. And he said, if you're interested in grooming, it's like a look maxing thing. Click on this link. Okay, and a bunch of people will actually go there. Since we trust the guy so much, so trust is an important factor. I'm not into look maxing and unnatural ways of mewing. They do things like that. But when I saw that guy, I trust him. I know this guy won't give BS advice. So I actually signed up for that. And I'm glad I did because his advice was very scientifically sound. So that is another way of making money. And a new way that I found out, not found out, which worked for me is sponsorships, obviously. Yeah.
How does that work, sponsorship?
Yeah. So what happens is when we started making videos on that AI channel, AI software tutorials, I was very like hard, no, like not having any optimism. I was like, इतना छोटा channel है, क्या ही sponsorship आएगा? जो आता भी है, it's like cheap companies. We won't collaborate. But finally, we were like, अब इस channel को ना sell कर देना चाहिए. It's a loss making business. And the sponsorship comes in, and we have already reviewed that tool before. We were not taking him seriously. Okay, we were like, okay, kya hi hai? And then he's like, we'll pay you $400 for a video. I was like, okay, now I'm listening. Tell me. And then we striked a deal. We did like 2 videos. It's still in process, so I'm not like allowed to talk about it. But that was a turning point, and we made a contract. Ki bhai, as a creator, I will give my feedback. You can't control my script. So there is a process for that.
Right.
At the end of the day, they are paying me money to make a video on their tool, but we respect our audience. So we want our voice. I don't want them to dictate me what I will show in the video. So you can do that with a contract. And yeah, that's it. That's how a sponsorship works. But you get handsome sponsorship offers when you have a good channel, like, which has grown.
These are new avenues of income that are opening up for creators, maybe.
Yeah, like sponsorship is an old, very old method. Yeah, for me it's new because it's from a new channel.
So, so if we sum it up all up, से अगर हम लोग जो डिस्कस की कर दे सबको, जैसे यूट्यूब एज ए बिजनेस अगर देखना है, तो व्हाट वुड यू से कि अगर बिगिनिंग कोई शुरू कर रहा है,
Yeah.
so what should he do? He should
Hmm.
go with a faceless channel. He should start with a personal branding channel, which will make him instant money. अभी मुझे instant चाहिए.
Okay.
That is the question of giving you.
Yeah. So if you want instant money, and this is not the place for you. Sorry, sorry to break that out. What you can do is you can do an internship at a digital marketing role, because that will give you some money and experience. But if you're starting a channel, better to keep your hopes down, because it will take you a few months to a year just to figure out how things are working. But there is a formula for you as a beginner. When you are starting the channel, just stick to one micro niche. I already told you about that, right? And take that mindset of problem solving. People are facing a problem, you are there to solve it. That automatically makes it a business approach, because they will come to you to solve their problems, and then you can push in a product or a service or a consultation as a part of the solution.
Plus, other than YouTube, we should have a different product so that you can monetize. So that is what I understand.
You can have, but if you don't have an audience, no one will buy that.
Only by
True.
so we are coming to the end of the conversation. So, what is your advice for my channel? So I'm also starting out.
Yeah.
So a new YouTuber. So how I should monetize? So what is
Yeah.
your advice on the top of that?
Yeah. So monetization is a little far away, my friend. Don't dream about it. What you can do is you can focus on the micro niche aspect. Instead of going general, you can go micro. Okay. Your setup and shooting is already on point. Don't stress about it. Like I saw one of your videos that you sent me on WhatsApp. It was decent. It was good, on point. So there's no problem with the delivery aspect. What you can work is on the editing aspect a little bit. Like, if your face is only visible, it's good. But if you show the visuals, if you're talking about stats,
I am not an expert in an editor. That's why I have to outsource editing.
yeah. And if you take it on your hands, it will take you time, 8 to 10 hours per video. This is the reason why many people go faceless, because then the shooting aspect is eliminated from that. But again, depends on you. If you're comfortable with face, good for you. Apart from that, you stick to the content strategy, choosing topics which are solving your problem of your target audience, and also which are likely to get views, like small subscriber channels getting more views on it. You can stick to that.
So your advice for me is that I should solve problems. I should focus videos, not just means ऐसे ही नहीं कंटेंट बना दिया कि मेरा वीडियो क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहा है जैसे आज का वीडियो हो गया. So this is going to solve problem for a lot of new YouTubers like not.
Right.
So that is what I understand, and I should stick to my audience, and I should study my followers or whoever the viewers are, and accordingly I should uh, maneuver my content.
Absolutely, you have to align with your audience. That is like the first, criteria you have to follow. Apart from that, yes, you have to stick to view videos which are likely to get views. If you're going after too competitive topic as a new channel, you won't get any views, so your effort goes down the bin, right? So you have to analyze the technical aspect as well. Are small channels getting more views on this topic? If a channel with 50 subscribers is getting 500 1000 views, you can go after that topic.
Right.
And you can find that by just doing a YouTube search. No rocket science there.
Wonderful. So it's been wonderful talking to you, others.
Same here.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for being on my podcast, Lunching with Anurag. So once again, thank you and bye bye. See you.
Great to be part of this. Thank you.